Yeah, it seems I forgot to install my software, so I'm gonna use the Windows voice recorder. So it's just gonna be me, you know.
No problem.
Also, I'll try to talk really slow because English is not actually my main language, you know. So I might screw up some words. So I'll try my best.
So I think that we're in for an interesting conversation. Texting with you before we... Yeah,
Yeah, I
texting
hope
with
so.
you before we started talking. It turns out we have a lot in common. And before I get into that, I thought maybe since you're not a YouTuber, there's not quite so many people in the general public that know what it is you do. Maybe you could describe what you do for us. And I know you do a number of things.
Uh, okay. Well, I'm gonna start with the most important one, which is being a game master for the founder. For those who don't really know what that means, game master is actually a moderator that moderates the game. We have forum moderators, and there are game masters that moderate the game, which means we deal with offensive people, team killing, cheating, everything that's game related. Apart from that, I own the unofficial War Thunder community server. We have like 2,500 plus members. Decent community. I'm also an admin for Many Miles Away server, Discord server. Even for the weird name, Jean-Claude Van Shot, if you know him, the Russian guy, funny guy. And mostly, I'm just trying to enjoy the game as much as I can, when I can. As you said, having a kid is not really that great when it comes to playing and having free time. But every time he goes to sleep, it's that this time, you know.
Yeah, I can relate to that.
It's my time. Also, I don't really. Yeah, I know you can. I don't really have. Actually, I do have a YouTube channel. I'm just not a YouTuber. People don't really know me, so I tried posting some stuff, but I didn't really get much into it. I even tried streaming, but again, there were many problems. I had no internet, bad connections, all sorts of problems, so I just gave up. It was a bit too much. But now I have everything, so maybe I should start doing it,
I think YouTube is a bit too much for a lot of us.
It's true. It's true. I think I'm posting my best moments from the game. I think I have a lot of RBT gameplays because I think that's my favorite vehicle in the game. Doesn't matter the BR I'm playing. It's a great 10.0 tank. It can kill anything. It's really fun. So, as a favorite vehicle, that would be it.
I heard you even have a replay video coming on the Toshio Thunder YouTube channel at some point. But that
with the RBT?
It's something I can't remember right now. But I remember you sent in something, and I think I actually recorded a commentary on it. I'm not sure
you
though.
You actually did it. The Merkava one. With the Skyrider killing the two helicopters, dodging the rockets.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's the one.
I enjoyed that one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was a really great video. That was a really awesome commentary. You should do that more often.
I've really...
I mean, you can really compete with Sean, so who knows?
I really enjoy doing commentary. That's like what I do with my everyday life, is I'm constantly just talking to myself about what's going on. I'm a really snarky guy inside my own head, and I have to...
Oh, don't worry. I do that too, so I understand. The best conversations are, actually when you do it alone, so... I have really good arguments.
I think we have a few things in common, my friend. Oh, by the way...
Oh, what?
By the way,
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
name is Casey. I run the Toshio Thunder YouTube channel. You're called OP
Yeah.
Senator. What's your first name, OP, if you feel like
Yeah.
sharing?
My real name is either Vlad, derived from the Russian Vladimir. I'm not
Awesome.
Russian. Has nothing to do with it. I'm Romanian, 32. Or my second name, translated to English, would be Andrew, or in Romanian,
Oh,
Andrei, which is really close,
I gotta call you Vlad. Vladimir.
Please do, everybody. Yeah, everybody does, so that's absolutely fine. Most of the people on the internet, War Thunder players or internet friends, just call me OP because it's short. It has 2 letters, and just OP, and that's it. It's not really that complicated.
I gotta play some tank matches with you sometime and just be like, Vladimir, kill
Sure.
this man.
That will do. Hold me vodka.
Okay, so that's sort of the major thing that you do is you moderate on several things, but you
Yeah, in game and Discord servers.
yeah, and that is a huge job, as you've told me before. So
Oh, it's really time consuming. It really is. Some people think being a game master is really easy. It's not. You're being bombarded every single day with hundreds of messages, questions, bug reports. You can answer some of them, but there are other problems that you, as a game master, can't solve. So you have to direct the people towards the right place, towards tech mod, the forum, the main website, all sorts of places. So it's really time consuming trying to answer everybody. So sometimes people think that we don't answer the messages on purpose because we don't want or we ignore them. It's not that. It's just that we get a lot, There's a lot of things to do. And secondly, we're people after all. We have a life. We're not actually employed by Gaijin, we're volunteers, so we're doing this in our free time. And trying to do that and have a life and work for some or school or others, it's just, really hard. It's really hard. I'm not complaining. I love what I'm doing, but it's time consuming.
so you're saying it's not, you don't just come into the game and start handing out golden eagles to whoever you want and banning
No, I don't have
banning
that.
people
I
that
wish I
shoot
had
you
that
through the
power.
bushes.
No, there's a whole process for that. I can't really go into details because NDA. But when I'm in the game, I try to moderate the game. I try to be nice with people, ask them politely not to be offensive or don't do that or don't do this. But if he just pushes it, then we're gonna act because we gotta act. But otherwise, I'm just trying to enjoy the game as everybody else.
I think I remember once, this is a little bit fuzzy of a memory, but I think it was in a match, and it might have even been you, but somebody typed in the chat that somebody was using like abusive language, and they said, "Hey, I'm a War Thunder mod, and please use more kind language when you're communicating." And then they just like pushed it. They pushed it, and I don't know if they got kicked from the match or what, but I was like, "Ha ha ha ha! You idiot!"
Yeah, she probably got punished for what he did. Yeah, most likely. Yeah, I do that sometimes. I just ask them nicely to stop, and if they don't, well, the hammer is coming.
It's like I was one of those kids that would sit in the second row of class. I didn't want to look like the goody two shoes in the front row, but I actually wanted to be that person. And every time, especially in the younger grades, there's like the one kid starts acting up, and you're like, "Come on, kid, push it. We all want to see you get punished."
Yeah.
And then they do,
Yeah,
and everybody is like shocked and horrified and on their good behavior, and then they're also just like, "Yeah, I'm so glad I got to see that."
Oh yeah. Oh, that's exactly it. I'm like, please don't do it, but I'm thinking, come on, do it, push it, come on, just give me a reason, come on, I know you can do it, I believe in you, and he does it. Thank you.
I like the way you say, "Don't do it." It reminds me of something. A meme, I think. Anyway,
Yeah.
let's pivot on to another subject because I mean
Okay.
I didn't just bring you here to talk about how cool it is to be a Gaijin mod, although you make it sound like it's both fun and terrifying at the same time. But
It is. It is.
I want details, Vladimir. I want to know
Okay.
you were born and then things happened. So tell me about that.
Oh crap. So, okay. I hope you have a few days off because it's gonna be a long story. I was born in 1987, on the same day as Hitler. Yeah, 20 April. Skipping forward. Crap. Okay, I finished school. I did my master's degree in IT department. I work for a military branch where we build both military and anti-hail rockets. I'm the IT guy there. It's a fun job, but really demanding. Now I'm detached to another spot in the same company where we monitor the weather, and if we see storm cells, hail cells, we just fire anti-hail rockets, which is fun. And I have a kid, 1 year old. Oh god, he's a handful. Since he started walking from 8 months, the little rat is absolutely everywhere. He's just pulling everything, destroying everything. He's just like a little mouse, actually a mouse tank, surrounded by BT7s. He just squashes them. But it's fun. It's cute watching him destroy everything around, And my only time, or my daddy time, as I said, it's when he sleeps. When he sleeps, it's just me, my thoughts, and more fun. And I can do what I do best, just have fun, relax, and enjoy after a long, hard day of work, coming home to the kid and the wife, and being a father and a husband, And you understand, how that is.
Yes, I very much do. We were talking in text earlier about how I remember my daughter when she was one. I have a 6-month-old and a 2-year-old right now, both girls, and the older one is so busy. And as soon as she got the power to destroy, she just found out what she could get into, what she could tear up. I remember we have the disposable wipes that are in like a little package, and you pull them out one at a time. And I would just hear the sound, floof, floof, ha 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 ha, floof, 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 and she's got the whole package, and they're surrounding her, and she's so satisfied with herself.
That happens to me every single time. Oh god, every single time when I'm changing him, I have to give him the pack, so I can keep him occupied. Just do my thing, change the diaper quickly before we run out of wipes. Because if we run out of wipes, all hell breaks loose. He's not gonna stand still, so she's just gonna bolt. And if I didn't get all the poop from his ass, there's gonna be a really long skid mark on the bed.
Oh yeah,
we gotta hurry. We gotta be fast.
Absolutely. That's how you build your War Thunder reflexes, right? If you can,
exactly.
If you can successfully change a 1-year-old without getting collateral damage on the furniture or the floor, you can handle top tier tanks, stabilizers, APF SDS. It's nothing
easily
compared to. Yeah.
See, that's a really good practice for War Thunder. Get a kid, make a kid, and you'll be a pro. You'll have quick reactions, no problem.
Yeah. Toddler wrangling is good practice for the M22 as well. Anyway, I wanted to ask you, clearly,
sure,
you have a mother for your great 1-year-old boy. How did you meet Mrs. Senator?
Oof. Okay. We were both working on a different company. I was a sales agent, and she was a translator. And I was one of the guys, the drivers, the underdogs that didn't really look like much, and she was in an office, all suited up, looking sexy and stuff. So every time I saw her, I played some music on my phone, and I was like, "Yo, wanna dance?" Even though I had absolutely, and I still don't know how to dance, And I was like in my mind, "Please don't say yes, please don't say yes, because if she said yes, I'm screwed. What do I do next? What was the next step?" So every time she said no, luckily. And eventually at someone's birthday party, she was there, and I was like, I'm gonna ask you the question, so you gotta do it. Let's dance. And she finally said like, oh, Jesus, okay, let's do it. And yeah, at that moment I knew, okay, I'm screwed. What do I do now? So I just told her, we have a small problem. I have absolutely no idea how to dance, so you're just gonna have to lead, show me the way. It ended up really well. I didn't, stomp her. Her toes are fine, if you wanna ask that. And after that, we started dating. After a few years after we moved in, like 5 years, I decided this time, to pop the question. And I was like, here, take this ring and just say yes. I'll ask the question later. And she said yes, and well, that was it. I don't really have a, movie romantic story for that. It just happened.
That is,
we clicked.
That is a romantic story. I love the way you played music on your phone. I mean, you didn't have access to a boombox apparently, because that's the.
Oh yeah, if only. Nah, I couldn't do that in an office full of people. I try to be low key. Yeah, it worked out well in the end. So I'm happy with the results.
Flattens cardboard on the office floor, squats.
I'm gonna bust some moves. Just with a sweatsuit and some, bling blings, and yo, girl, come here, boy. Gonna show you some moves. Yeah, that would be funny, I gotta try that someday.
Well, I think I think just the fact that you were communicating that you were trying, I think that's what counted.
Yeah, I hope so.
I like that story. So, where else can we go? Let's see. Tell me a little bit about your neighborhood, where you're living now, and what your daily life is like. You clearly live in a pretty far away place from where I am. So,
yeah, I live in Romania. Gorgeous country. Kind of shitty people, because of the government. I live in a medium city. It's an okay city. It's not big. It's not small. It's the right amount. I live in a apartment building. I'm on the bottom floor. I just moved in a couple of months ago. There was a lot of work to be done in the apartment, so I decided to do everything myself. And I'm really happy with the final results. It looks good. It looks homey. And now we're still shopping, for things like a curtain or a chair. We want to change the stove, small things we're gonna do in time. We're not rushing it. Just finished painting the whole house, and there was a lot of walls. I think we have every single room done. The first room I finished, it was of course the kids' room, which he doesn't really use. He uses it only for playing sometimes, but he still sleeps with us. And overall, it's a quiet neighborhood, full of green spaces, trees, flowers, plants. I have a garden behind my apartment building, which I attend to. I have a few strawberries in, which I'm really happy with them because they're mine. I planted some potatoes and tomatoes, because why the hell not? And overall, that's kind of it, kind of boring. I'm not doing anything special. I told you I'm a boring guy.
I love this look into your life.
It's fine. I'm happy with it.
I need to get away from the keyboard for a couple of minutes. The 6-month-old
no
has made a gift
here
for me. Yeah. I get to go practice my War Thunder skills. Okay, were you saying something?
Yeah, welcome back. Man, that was fast.
I'm good. What can I say?
You're an expert.
Lots of practice.
Oh, I know. Considering you have to, you did it really fast. Okay. So, what else should I tell you? Well, as a hobby, and I'm gonna send you some really kick-ass pictures. I love building models, planes and tanks. Yeah, either kits for handmade from wood, dioramas. Yeah, I'm gonna send you some pictures. They're gonna be nice. I also enjoy playing airsoft. I really love that thing. What else? Yeah, that's about it. Those are my two main hobbies when I have the time.
I can relate to that. It turns out that when you have kids, you kind of give your time to them. So,
Exactly. Yeah.
along that line,
Yeah.
you work. Does your wife stay home and care for the children? Does she have a job?
Yeah. She has a job, but for 2 years, by law, she can stay at home and care for the child. After those 2 years, she can go back to the job she had. It's the law here. If you have a baby, you can stay at home for 2 years and get paid from your old job, and you can have it back when you finish the 2 years.
That's a good law.
Yeah, it's okay. It encourages people to have kids and stay at home with them, raise them, because otherwise it's hard.
Yeah.
Both parents being at work and leaving the kid with somebody.
Yeah, I actually am a stay-at-home dad, and I believe so much in that normally it's the mother that stays home, but my wife has a lot more stable and good job than me, so she works and I raise the children, and I'm even planning to.
That's gotta be hard.
I kind of like it. I've always been weird, so I don't mind.
Yeah, no, I understand. I can relate, but it's gotta be hard. I mean, one is one. You can handle him, but two, oof.
It's more. I mean, it's definitely a lot more than one.
Oh, well, my wife wants another one, and then still juggling. I mean, come on, just give me some time to catch my breath. Let this one grow a little bit, like maybe 2 years, and then we'll talk about a second baby.
Well, we started the second one when the first girl was about a year old, so it's a good time. It worked out for me.
yeah. I'm gonna wait a bit. I don't want to be that good at War Thunder. I'm just gonna be medium. No, we're gonna wait a little bit because as it is now, since I'm working a 24-hour shift, then I have 72 hours free. It's a little bit hard leaving them alone at night. So having two kids would just simply destroy her. So I want to change my job, get a better paid one with more flexible hours, and maybe then we'll debate having a second one. Until then, I'm just gonna sit right where I am.
Well, I've heard from talking with you, and I was actually talking with the European Canadian. I said, what can you tell me about OP? I just started talking with him, and Boom said that you're one of the good ones. You're a good guy, you don't cause problems, you do your job well, and nice demeanor, good attitude. And you know what? When you do decide to have another child, you're going to be a great dad for that one as well. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. You're making the world a better place, and I can already tell that you're going to raise these kids to be just great people. So I'm excited about that.
Oh, I'm trying. Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'm really trying because I want to raise a kid like I am. Be nice to everybody. Don't expect nothing in return. But have a little bit of boldness and a little bit, guts, a little bit of aggressiveness in you when the time comes and it's absolutely necessary. Trying to raise a nice kid that's not really a wuss or a pushover, it's a little bit hard. Trying to teach him how to be human, but also defend his himself or his principles or his ideas. It's a little bit hard, trying to make him understand both concepts and how they should really mix in a perfect way, so he could function as a great human being. We're working on it. We're trying our best. We're learning from everybody. We're catching the best parts from others, trying to teach him the bad parts from others. We're doing our best. We're trying.
Yeah, and I can tell that that's something that you really care about. You love your kids. I can tell that from the way that you talk about them.
He's everything to me.
And
he's absolutely everything to me. Everything I'm doing now, I'm just doing it for him.
So obviously at 1 year old, and as he grows up into 2, 3, 4, 5 years old, he is just going to be constantly looking up to you. And that's one of the things about being a father, is that mommy's important, but there's just something about daddy that
I know.
The kids, they look to you as a role model so much. Is there somebody that you look up to when you think about what kind of man you want to be and what kind of father you want to be?
Well, the person I really admire in my life is actually someone related to me. He's my uncle, my mother's brother. He's a really working man. He really works. He's an honest man. He helps everybody when he can, how he can, and he's doing everything he absolutely can for his family. He has 2 kids, he has a wife, he has a house with a yard and a lot of animals. You could say he's somewhat of a farmer. He doesn't have like a huge ranch, but it's a decent piece of land. He really works. He has a day job, and when he comes home, he attends to his kids, to his animals, to his cultures and everything. So I really like him. I really admire him. I really have a lot of respect for my uncle. So I'm guessing, yeah, I think he kind of is my role model. I want to be like him, really involved in everything I'm doing. That's also what I'm trying to do with my kid. I'm trying to make him understand and see me more as a friend rather than a father. I want him to be confident and to feel safe to, just share things with me, to not be afraid to ask for advices or even come clean when he does stupid things. I want him to understand that I'm gonna try and do everything I can to help him out through better or worse. I'm just gonna be there for him whenever he needs it. That's what I hope I can achieve with him. It's a long run, but I'm gonna do my best. Hopefully.
You will do well because you care, and over the process of time, over the years, you will teach him everything he needs to know, and the rest he'll pick up from other people, I'm sure. But just listening to how you talk about you have exactly the kind of attitude that I would want to see in a father. You're a good dad. So
thank you.
Where do we go from here? That was clearly something you cared deeply about. I love hearing about that.
Oh, I do. I really do.
Oh, I know. Here's one I usually ask about this time in the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
We've heard some about your past. You talked about how you grew up and then went ballistic.
What?
And ballistic rockets and missiles and
Oh, that's actually what I work in a military branch.
Yeah. And you talked about how you met your wife and you're raising your family together. You talked about work. And now you've talked a bit about the future you want for your boy. But as far as the future, what are you looking forward to in the future? And what are your dreams for the days that are coming for you?
Okay, that's a really hard question. Well, one thing I want to do is move to a house, an actual house. Kind of tired of being in an apartment building. Don't get me wrong, I love it there, but I just want a house with a bigger yard. Where I can do stuff with my kids, have all the place for my own intimacy. Maybe get a dog or two. My son is crazy about dogs. Every time he sees a dog, he just runs, he just bolts for it. Sometimes I have to run after him and stop him because you don't know how the dog might react to screaming, hurling baby coming straight at you. And as a plan for the future, well, one of my dreams is to have two things. A themed restaurant, something like in the 1920s, the Prohibition period, that kind of restaurant with the specific era music, which I totally love. And secondly, I would love to have an auto shop repair garage. And I think, and I would also love to fly, to actually fly a real plane. Not fly in one, but fly one by myself. Or a helicopter. And I think that's kind of it. I'm a modest man, I don't have, big dreams. I think that's enough.
You have good dreams. I like your style. I've actually. That's so weird that you're in Romania. I'm here on the west coast of the United States, really near the ocean.
In a galaxy far away.
In a galaxy far, far away, and yet we were born in the same year. We feel a lot of the same ways about our kids. A lot of your dreams are exactly the kind of things that I dream about.
Nice.
We have a house, but we don't own it. We want to buy it.
Exactly.
We there's so many things we want to do to make the house better for our kids, and to get a dog or two. And I dream of flying. Sometimes I dream that I just figured out how to fly without an airplane.
I do that all the time. Don't worry.
It's so easy.
That's what I do when I go to sleep. Just to put me to sleep faster. I just dream I can fly. And that would be awesome. Have like something like an Iron Man suit. Just put it on and whoosh, up in the air you go.
Yep. Well, the little one is starting to get after me, so I think it's good for me to wrap things up.
Yeah.
If you would, just if there's anything that you felt about talking about, go ahead and talk about that now, and then say goodbye.
Yeah. Okay. I don't really think I have anything more to add apart from what I said already. Just want to thank you for the opportunity of being here, and it was really, really nice talking to you. And you seem like a really awesome person, an awesome dad also. And it really does seem that we have a lot of things in common. So that's nice. It's nice to connect with people that way. So I'm not going to keep you any time longer. I know what's going to happen. So go take care of the kid. And I'll be in Discord if you want to chat some more. You can use either the voice or text messages. I'll be here. I'll even be in the game playing if you want to grab a couple of matches. It would be a pleasure.
All right. Thanks for talking with me today, Vladimir. Mm-hmm. And
thank you for having me. Thank you.
I had a great time. I really did. And this is why I love interviews so much. And now I got to get back to my full-time job.
Yeah.
So
okay. Good luck.
Thanks for your time. You're a busy guy. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Same. See you. Bye.